Hi everyone, I'm Laura. In this video, we're going to study the simple present tense with the verb be. Let's go. If you're new to this channel, my name is Laura. I make videos to help you improve your English, so check out my other videos and don't forget to subscribe. So first of all, what is the simple present tense or present simple? It is the most basic tense in English language, and it is used to talk about routines, repeating or permanent facts, and general truth. When you say, I am human, or the sun is hot, well, that's always going to be true. Or if you say, I go to school from Monday to Friday, you're talking about your weekly routine. So that's what we use the simple present for. There's a lot to talk about, so we're going to divide this lesson into two different parts. So today, we are only going to talk about the verb be. The verb be is used to describe the condition of something, people, places, or abstract things like ideas. That's what we call a stative verb, just like have or like. They're not actions, but they are still verbs. Be is irregular, which means that the spelling and pronunciation change depending on the pronoun that precedes it. So let's start with the simple present affirmative form, which means positive sentences. Each form of be has a full form and a short form that we call contraction. I am, I'm. Am is used for the first person singular. You are, you're. Are is used for the second person singular to talk about one person, but also with all plurals. She is, she is. Is used for the third person singulars, she, he, and it. He is, he is. It is, it's. It is used for inanimate objects and animals, unless the relationship is personal, like for a pet. We are, we're. You are, you're. You is used to talk about one or more people. They are, they're. They is used for people but also inanimate objects. Let's make some sentences. I'm a teacher. I am hungry. Again, you can use be to describe your job or how you feel. You're my friend. You are interested in science. She's in high school. Jenny is in the classroom. He's a good soccer player. He is late for class. It's sunny today. My favorite color is blue. We're married. Lisa and I are Canadian. They're cousins. They are cheap apples. Remember that I mentioned that be is used with things that are more abstract. That's nice of you. Here you are. Thank you. When handing something to someone, here's your bag. We can also express the fact that something is located somewhere. There's a flower in the garden. There are books on the table. Let's move on to the negative form. The negative mark not comes after the verb. Again, there's a short form for the negative and it can be expressed in two different ways. I am not. I'm not. These are the only two ways that work with the first person singular. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. We can either have the contraction on the verb are or on the negative not. She is not, she's not, or she isn't. He is not, or he isn't. It is not, it's not, or it isn't. We are not, or we aren't. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. They are not, they're not, or they aren't. Both contractions are equally used, so it's just a matter of preference. Let's check out some examples. I'm not in the mood for going out. I think I'll stay home. You and your friends aren't at school today. Sarah isn't worried about the test. He is not afraid of spiders. Whose pen is it? It's not mine. We aren't from America. I can carry those bags. They're not too heavy. You may have seen or heard ain't. It is an informal contraction of am not, is not, and are not. If it ain't yours, don't touch it. She ain't happy with the result. Even though it's good to know, try not to use it because it is very informal. Now let's talk about questions. To form yes/no questions, we just need to invert the verb and the pronoun. Therefore, I am becomes am I? We cannot use contractions with questions starting with the verb. So let's take a look at the chart. I am. Am I? You are. Are you? She is. Is she? He is. Is he? It is. Is it? We are. Are we? You are. Are you? They are. Are they? A question starting with an auxiliary verb like be requires a yes/no answer or short answer. For example, if your question is, are you hungry? You're not supposed to answer, I'm hungry, but yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Let's take a look at the short answers. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes answers are always used in their full form. You cannot shorten them as yes, I'm or yes, you're. Yes, you are. No, you aren't, or no, you're not. Both forms of short negative can be used except for I. Yes, she is. No, she isn't, or no, she's not. Yes, he is. No, he isn't, or no, he's not. Yes, it is. No, it isn't, or no, it's not. Yes, we are. No, we aren't, or no, we're not. Yes, you are. No, you aren't, or no, you're not. Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Or no, they're not. And now let's practice. Am I taller than you? No, you're not. Is he at school today? Yes, he is. Are they excited about the trip? Yes, they are. Is your dog black? No, he isn't. He's brown. Remember that we can use she or he when talking about pets. The verb to be is also involved with WH questions, meaning questions starting with what, why, where, etc. These questions require long, detailed answers. We can use the contraction of be with the WH question words. Let's see a few examples. What's your name? I'm Laura. Where is your brother? He's in the bathroom. When's your birthday? It's on March 20th. Why are they laughing? I'm not sure. Who's that? That's my friend. How's your coffee? It's a little too strong. That's it for today. I hope you learned some new things. We will talk about the simple present tense with action verbs in another video. If you enjoyed this lesson, please leave a thumbs up. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.